Ladies and gentlemen, mayors and colts, get ready to welcome Ty McCain. Hey, how y'all doing today? And welcome to my PrE3 video event. That's PrE plus E3 equals PrE3. I'm here to give you the rundown of a PrE3 video directly to you. Alright, so here we're talking about Nintendo at doing their Nintendo Direct for E3. And today I'd just like to go ahead and give y'all the rundown of what I think just might happen. So, just yesterday, we have received a tweet from the director of the Super Smash Bros. Series that we're just not going to be getting some images, some screenshots of the next Smash Bros. We'll be getting a trailer. So that is something that I, and I'm sure every other Smash Bros. Fan alike, is very excited about. Of course, we'll have people scrambling to make analyst videos and try to dig up some hidden details. I don't know if I'll be doing that, but that ought to be exciting. And I know I can't wait. Moving on. So, we know that there's going to be, they probably can talk more about the next Mario and Luigi. Of course, I'm excited about. I've always enjoyed the Mario and Luigi series. It's always full of fun. Of course, this being the year of Luigi. Hopefully we have more Luigi action besides Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which came out earlier, which I was absolutely positively thrilled that came out. Look for the other videos for that. You can definitely see my excitement for that. As far as anything else that they do for the year of Luigi besides new Luigi Bros, or new Luigi U, I really think that with our mystery Mario title that's coming out for the Wii U later this year, I think that they just might do something special for Luigi right there, because I really do feel as though you need to do more than just put him as a DLC character on New Super Mario Bros. U. I've got this feeling that he will be featured somehow, in some way, in a very, very big, significant, and special way for the next Mario title. What is this next Mario title now? That is a mystery. Now, as I understand it, many people are coming up with the theory that it just might be our third Mario Galaxy title. And then others say it just might be the second Super Mario Sunshine. What do I think? I think that sounds pretty accurate right there. I mean, I wouldn't mind another Galaxy, and I would most definitely, absolutely would love to visit Isle Delfino again. Space and a tropical paradise. Two places that would be perfect for HD. Keep in mind, though, that it just might be an all-new type of Mario adventure taking place in an all-new type of setting, if not revisiting any worlds, or something similar to that matter. Now, the next Mario Kart, as we all know, is coming to the Wii U. I think that the Wii U gamepad will be used as a map, just like if you were playing it on the DS or the 3DS. As far as anything new goes, I'll leave that to Nintendo. I'll leave that to surprise. Surprise, Nintendo coming out with a surprise for us. Now, the thing I am wondering, though, will they be bringing back the mechanic in customizing your cart and the flights and diving feature just like we saw in Mario Kart 7? We do know that since this is on the Wii U, it will be in HD. And that should be something to see. Getting back to the year of Luigi, I do wonder if Nintendo has plans to re-release Luigi's Mansion as a Virtual Console title, or just like Wind Waker that's coming out later this year, as a HD remake. I wouldn't mind if they wouldn't do something like this, but I just feel as though that there's something else you need to do for Luigi as far as games on the Wii U. And speaking of Wind Waker, I think that they'd bring that up. I think that they tell us about new features you could use in Wind Waker. And no doubt it'll probably be even available on the showroom floor. I'm sad to say that I won't be able to experience these games that they say that they will have available at our local Best Buy. Our Best Buy won't do that. For everyone else out there, please enjoy those games. Let's just hope in the future that Nintendo will actually give us downloadable demos that we could try out, that they've had the same games you could try at E3. Back on the topic of Zelda, there are not but two other Zelda games that there probably is no doubt that they'd bring up. Perhaps they'd tease about Zelda for the Wii U. For we all know, and we have all had heard, that Zelda for the Wii U just might be coming to the Wii U next year. But one other title that we know, as far as Zelda, that's coming out this year is for the 3DS. The sequel to Link to the Past. Perhaps even more details on that later. Now, as far as other games, we know that they will most definitely talk more about Pikmin. Pikmin 3, of course. I have not tried the series out myself. I've rented the second one at one point, but didn't make it too far. Maybe at some point or another I'll get into the series, but Pikmin 3 looks absolutely amazing. It's HD graphics. As far as any other games go, I would imagine that they probably would bring up Mario Party for the 3DS, maybe Wii U Party, maybe say something a little bit about Animal Crossing or Game & Wario. I'm sure that there are very many other games that Nintendo would talk about, but none come to mind, and perhaps the rest just I really don't care much about. I will say this. We could probably expect them to bring up the next Wii Fit, the Wii U. Because, I actually haven't heard, I don't think we haven't heard anything about Wii U Fit in quite a while. So, I would think that they'd bring it back up for this E3 event's Nintendo Direct. But there's one other thing I wanted to talk to you about that doesn't have to do with Nintendo, but does have to do with E3. Capcom. there is a specific reason why I'm talking about Capcom today. Just yesterday, they said that they have announcements of their own for E3. Announcements that I think that I'll be excited for about. One in particular, though, for I don't really dive too much into the Capcom games. As we know, just a couple of years ago, Capcom has promised Mega Man fans a game for the 3DS. And it never came to be. Never will. I don't play Mega Man games. I have yet to get into them. But believe me when I say this, I know how you feel. I know how you feel because they have been treating another section of their fans in a poor way. If any of you are familiar with the Ace Attorney games, I am a fan of the Phoenix Wright series myself. And we have been treated almost the same way. A couple of years ago, we were promised, the Ace Attorney fans were promised, Miles Edgeworth 2. And it never came out. Capcom told us that it's too expensive to be localized and that they therefore will not be bringing it to the United States. Japan has it. We don't. Here we are a few years later, and they say that they just might bring it to the United States. But I'm not here to talk about the second Miles Edgeworth. As much as I really don't appreciate what Capcom has done in the past, they've actually have done a few things to redeem themselves. Now, there are only two other Phoenix Wright games out there. One of which has already made it to Japan. The other, it's just on its way. Just last November, Capcom and Level 5 released a crossover game, Layton vs. Wright. Now, while I don't believe that Capcom would announce Layton vs. Wright coming to the States for this E3, because in my opinion, I think that it's Level 5's responsibility to announce Layton vs. Wright for localization. That of which I do believe we won't even hear until the Tokyo Game Show. But I'm not here to talk about that, even though it upsets me that we've waited this long and we have no word over whether or not Layton vs. Wright will be localized. I'm here to talk about, in this section of the video, I'm here to talk about Capcom's chance at redeeming themselves. Just last week, they released on iOS the first 3 Phoenix Wright games. I've already played them all, right here on this television on the Wii. For those of you who don't know and who would love to get into the Ace Attorney games, they are available on WiiWare. They have been for quite a while. The first 3 Phoenix Wright games are available on WiiWare. And what makes them special is that you take your Wii remote, and whenever pointing out evidence, you just give it a wave. That gives you that was just amazing to me. It gives you that adrenaline, that rush of I'm pointing out things, contradictions. Now on the iOS, the first 3 games are in HD. And I might have to point out that you'd have to try to track down Apollo Justice, which is going to be awfully hard to do, unless you have an account on Amazon and eBay, or Gamefly, even, which is how I came across Apollo Justice, because there's significant events that happen there that you may want to have to, pretty much, it's just an important title you're going to have to play before you play Ace Attorney 5. That's right, folks. Just last year, Capcom has announced a 5th Ace Attorney game. And while they said that it's coming to the States, that made me happy as well. But exactly when? I would like to know that. It's coming in the fall. But I'd say that this E3, they would definitely clarify release dates. Now, this won't get a retail release. It'll be coming exclusively to the eShop. I don't know why, but I would only imagine it's only because Capcom is trying to save money. I am still thrilled and happy to hear that this will be coming in some format, in some way, to the United States. And now, the action is in 3D. 3D character modeling, and we now have some scenes. For those of you who play the Professor Layton games, you know those cutscenes that you see from time to time? We'll finally be getting some in the Ace Attorney 5 game. So now, Phoenix Wright officially has a voice. Well, I think that's about it, folks. If there's anything else that I've missed, that just let me know. The countdown is getting closer. We're just 3 days away from this event. I'm most definitely excited. I hope you've enjoyed this. Hey everyone, I hope that you've enjoyed this video as much as I did. I know I didn't put much excitement into it, but hey, thought I'd do it just like how like Reggie Filse-Aime, how he does his videos. So that's pretty much the idea anyway. So anyway, I thought I'd just close. I have some Miiverse messages to catch up to. Any of you on Miiverse? I'll see you there. I mean, I put my Nintendo ID in the link in the description below all the time. So, without further ado, like what you like and fave what you love. If you like this video and look forward to more, click that subscribe button. Please, feel free to leave a comment or video response. I'd love feedback here, guys. I would very much love it. Let me know how you've enjoyed this one. I'm very much looking forward to E3. I didn't think I would, but I think that what goes around comes around. So that'll be exciting. But with that, back to adventure.